Hello everyone, this is me, Nina, and you're watching the third episode of my How to Draw a Realistic Male Face series of tutorials. So in this episode, we'll learn how to place a nose on your sketch that we made in the first episode and how to make it look realistic. Just reminding you that in the two previous episodes we'll learn how to sketch a head and how to place and shade the realistic eyes, and in the future episodes we'll learn how to draw, place and shade all the rest of the face. So remember to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to support me, and let's start the tutorial. In this video you will need a hard and a soft pencil. I chose 2B, HB and a black pencil. As I said in the previous tutorials, you don't need to have a million pencils, but a few different ones will definitely make it easier. You will also need an eraser, mine is kneadable, and a blending tool. If you don't have a makeup brush like I use, you can make your own blending stump while watching my tutorial on how to make it, or use a cotton bud or a soft tissue for blending. And let's sketch now. The male nose can come in all shapes and sizes. Well, to be honest, so can female noses, but all noses actually go from the brow line that we did in part 1, past the eyes that we did in part 2, and to the nose line at the bottom of the circle. The standard nose width is basically the same as the length of one eye, and as you already know, there is one eye length between the eyes, meaning the nose will be going from the inner corner of the eye to the other. So this is how we defined the nose box. Then you draw a circle on the nose line. And here I should say that I actually have a big tutorial on how to draw noses from two different angles, and you should definitely check it out if you're interested. All the links will be in the description. After that, you add two smaller circles for nostrils that slightly intersect the bigger circle. Those are the building blocks of the human nose. And here you can have a lot of fun by doing experiments and playing around. If you draw the middle circle huge, your character will get a huge nose. And if you draw it very small, but with big nostrils, your character might end up with a weird looking but very characteristic nose. I'm drawing the actual nostrils by making this little bull's horn looking line going from one nostril circle under the middle nose circle and into the second nostril circle. Just look at what I'm doing, you'll understand everything. And after that, it's time to add a few lines to define the nostrils. Typically, smaller noses that are more pointy are considered more feminine, whereas bigger noses are considered more masculine. This is not me assuming this, just compare male and female cartoon characters, for example. We're giving this character an average looking nose, and let's move on to shading. Shading the nose is important, as the shading will give your two-dimensional drawing a feeling of being a 3D nose. Of course, everything depends on the light source. But let's imagine the light is even and in front of this face. I can tell you that the darkest areas are along the nose bridge and around the holes. So I'm shading around the circles and the bridge of the nose, and then I'm blending the graphite to give it that smooth and realistic feeling. Do this with patience and go from using a hard pencil to using a softer pencil. Blend and shade, blend and shade. And remember, the nose typically casts a shadow below itself as well. And a tip, avoid the highlighted areas instead of erasing those parts later. Obviously, the most highlighted areas are the tip of the nose and the bridge. While you're shading, I will remind you that I have 2 full 12-week portrait drawing art courses on my channel and homepage. It's absolutely free, so you should check it out. I'll put a link in the description and also give you a sneak peek here. You don't have to run and get it now because the Smile Face series is actually part of the course, so watch it. By the way, the nose is one of the most problematic parts of our face and often gets oily. I'm saying it because, I don't know, maybe you want to draw an oily or wet nose. Just add some white highlights with sharp edges. I don't know why I said that. Maybe you guys don't need it, but anyways, now you know. When blending, you can also blend away some graphite from your paper, so you kind of need to fix that afterwards. And I also love using black pencils for the darkest areas because I believe that graphite pencils are not black enough, you know, they're kind of gray and they also reflect light if you press hard on them. So I just started using black pencils, and I advise you guys to do the same. Anyways, use black pencil for the darkest areas, and they are like around the nostrils, as I said, like, and maybe even along the bridge. By the way, guys, I will be really happy to see you on my Instagram. I post all my commissions there, different art projects, everything I'm into. So yeah, check it out. In the end, I'm pulling out some highlights on the nostrils and the tip of the nose, and I'm basically done. By the way, you can also add a few freckles if you want your character to have some. And now have a little break and take a look at your drawing like in 15 minutes or so, and you might find a little flaws that you will want to change afterwards. And the nose is done. So this is the end of my tutorial. Thank you so much for watching till the end. And now you also know how to draw and shade a realistic nose on a male face. In the next tutorial we will do the same about the mouth. So see you there, guys. Bye!